Here we go. The house across the field. Mara always walked home the same way after work, past the empty lot, through the narrow dirt path, and across the open field that separated her subdivision from the old road. She liked the quiet there. No cars, no people, just the sound of crickets and the wind brushing through tall grass. But one evening she noticed something different. A faint light flickered from the old wooden house across the field. It had been abandoned for years. Broken windows, door hanging crooked, the kind of place kids dared each other to run past. Mara had never seen anyone there before. She told herself it was nothing. Maybe the moonlight reflecting off glass, or a passing car. But as she walked faster, she could feel eyes on her, like someone was standing behind one of those shattered windows, watching her cross the field. That night, Mara dreamt of the house. In her dream, the door was open. A single bulb swung from the ceiling, casting light across dusty furniture and footprints on the floor. And from the staircase, something moved, slow, deliberate, like it wanted her to notice. When she woke up, her heart was pounding. She brushed it off as just her imagination. But the next night, the light was there again. Same time, same window, a dull yellow glow flickering on and off like a dying candle. This time, she stopped walking. She stared, squinting through the dark, and she could swear she saw a figure standing at the window. Not moving, just standing. The next morning she asked around. The neighbors said no one had lived there for over a decade. The last owner, an old man named Ramos, had passed away inside the house, alone. Some people said it took days before anyone found him. Others said that even after the body was taken away, lights would still turn on at night, as if he never really left. That afternoon, curiosity got the better of her. Mara decided to go closer. The field was quiet, except for the rustling grass. The air grew heavy the nearer she got. The closer she stepped, the clearer she saw. The front door wasn't locked. It hung open just slightly, swaying with the wind. Inside smelled of old wood and damp. A trail of dust covered the floor, except for a few footprints leading toward the stairs. She froze. The footprints were fresh. "Mara?" a voice said from upstairs. Her breath caught in her throat. It was a man's voice, low, rough, and familiar in a way that made her skin crawl. She turned and ran. By the time she reached home, her chest ached and her hands were shaking. She locked the doors, closed the curtains, and tried to convince herself she'd imagined it. That night, she didn't sleep. Around 2 a.m., a knock came at her door. Not loud, just 3 slow knocks. She held her breath. No one should have been outside. Her house was fenced, her gate locked. Then came a whisper, faint but clear. "Mara, open the door." She backed away slowly, shaking her head, tears spilling down her cheeks. "Mara," the voice repeated, closer now, as if whoever it was had leaned right against the door. "You shouldn't have gone in there." She called the police, whispering into the phone. When they arrived, they searched around but found no one. The officers said maybe a prankster had followed her, but the way they avoided looking toward the field told her they didn't really believe that. The next evening, she noticed something new. Muddy footprints leading from her front door, all the way down the path to the old house. She never walked that way again. But sometimes when the night is quiet, she still hears it. 3 soft knocks, somewhere far off in the distance.